Yes, y'all. We are live again for day 3 of Pod-A-Mania 6, the wrap-up edition, with the preview to the most anticipated Raw of the year, the Raw After Mania. WrestleMania 42 is come and gone, gentlemen. How we living? How we feeling?
Tired.
Tired.
Not as tired as when we went to it, but tired.
All right. Nice. Well, as always, I'm gonna give a shout out and thanks to Mars from down in the den for hopping on the last 2 days of Pod-A-Mania, giving his insight and hot takes as he always does this time of year with the predictions. Shout out to all you guys for tuning in, watching, keeping the chat going. You know who you are. We appreciate you guys rocking and rolling with us as always. So, with that being said, let's jump right into it, gentlemen. Give me your overall grade for WrestleMania and your highs and lows from night 2.
My overall grade for this year's WrestleMania, I will give it a B-. And the B- comes from how bad Saturday was, for how good Sunday was, and I'm putting it right in the middle. Yeah.
Jay?
Yeah, I'll hang with you right there. My surprise was Jade and Rhea. They went out there and put on a hell of a match for me.
We'll get into that here as we discuss night 2 with the breakdown. Saw some interesting comments, some things broke today. We'll definitely get into certain comments that were made for sure in that regards. Chris, where you at on the grading scale? You graded with a curve, or you giving a hard straight up and down?
We talked about that. No curve. No curve. I'm with Donald. Grading it for how bad Saturday was and the better show they put on Sunday. I'll go C+.
I'll go B+. I thought, as Mars chimes in with an overall B for the weekend, I'll go B+. Yesterday definitely saved the weekend. I saw a lot of people saying, well, and of course I didn't pay attention to whether or not these were like AEW fans or stands, but saying it was only like a 3-match card, that there were only 3 good matches. I'm like, nah, bro, we're not doing that.
Last night or overall?
What'd you say?
Last night or overall?
Overall. And I said, no, not overall both nights. You're crazy.
They're not far off.
I mean, out of the third, look, night one, I would put, you have 3 matches from night 1 alone.
1 for me.
You got Jacob and Drew, Cody and Randy. You can put Liv and Stephanie up there, even though they only got 7 minutes.
Those are my 3. But I give a knock for Stephanie and Liv only going 6 minutes. So.
Yeah, only match I give up a passing grade to from night 1 was Gunther and Seth.
And Gunther and Seth, you got 4 right there.
That's the only match I give a passing grade on.
I thought night two was definitely more of a WrestleMania feel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The entrances, the pop and circumstance, the even going with the national anthem, right? Like starting off with that, I thought Joe Jonas absolutely killed it and set the mood right. But I think you had a tone setter with Oba and Brock, and that tone, once it was stamped and set, like I felt good about where the evening was going to go. And to Jay's point, like I was only 1 match that I was really uninvested in, and that ended up being one of my favorite matches of night 2. And I could argue for the weekend with Rhea and Jade. So I definitely appreciate the vibe check in that regards. And I'm going to circle back around to this topic once we get to the comments that were said earlier, because based on these comments that came out today, when you look at night 1 and night 2, it clear up a few things. So a little foreshadowing there as far as what we'll get into from some topics wise that broke out of WrestleMania itself. But with that overall, night 2, match of the night, highs and lows. Do you have any lows? Because I don't have a low.
My low is apparently different than you guys. So
I mean, even the ads didn't feel as bad as it did night 1.
Yeah, you're right.
And I didn't clock watch it.
yeah,
Like some people did. I know the match times were still short outside of Finn and Dom and then Roman and Punk. They kind of kept to the similar format in that regard. But I just, flow wise, like I wasn't as bothered. Maybe because what I got night 1, I was already expecting it night 2. So it just was like muscle memory at that point. All right, here's a match. Now I'm gonna get a 5-minute ad break. Like, but I didn't. I watched it on Netflix instead of ESPN, and they definitely rolled out the Hogan Doc stuff throughout the night for sure. So that was not that was not fake news. That was 100% real news there.
So 42 minutes of Hogan the whole weekend. They said he was the most shown wrestler on the week.
High for me was, the first hour was the best part of last night to me. We said that going in that we were expecting that to deliver, and it 100% delivered. That was the best way they could have kicked that off. Great placement being on ESPN here in the States. Had some people reaching out to me that normally watch wrestling and were watching it because it was on ESPN. So they definitely got some extra viewership there. But ladder match, absolute highlight for me. Night 1 or night 2. Wasn't surprised there, and then the Rhea Jade match, that was a forgettable match to me.
The Rhea Jade match was a what?
A forgettable match. That was my low for the night.
Okay.
The fact that they put on that ladder match in 15 minutes and did everything that they did in a 15-minute ladder man match was insane. I feel bad for Rusev, JD, and Dragon Lee not getting the official entrance into WrestleMania.
Yeah.
We come back from break and those 3 are already out there. I understand for timing reasons.
I talked about that yesterday, and it came true.
Yeah, I understand for timing reasons why you didn't, because I was looking at the clock and I'm like, we're right around 6:30 and this match didn't even start yet.
Yeah, when Brock got off TV and it was 6:30, I was like, I was nervous there for a second about that match.
Yeah, but I thought they definitely over delivered. Everybody looked great. Spots were there. It's hard to say that a ladder match is a car crash because ladder matches are car crashes, but that was just boom, 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 like one after the other. Everybody shined. I saw some people disgruntled that Javon didn't win. Like, why don't you cash in on the opportunity there? And it's like,
he got time.
Oh, he got time.
Yeah,
he has time. It's he's in a different world on Raw versus Trick on SmackDown, and he's in there with Penta, who, no knock to Sammy right now, but the crowd loves Penta, and they're like they're not going to just have Penta drop the belt just because, right?
And Penta's doing a little bit similar to Dom if he's playing double duty, being on Raw and on AAA at the same time.
Right. We'll get to that. We'll get to that in a minute, Squeeze, because again, some interesting things there. So, all right, Chris gave us highs and lows. Jay, what are your highs and lows from night 2?
My low is the app itself.
Yes.
So I hopped on and I went to pit. I hopped on at 7. What time did it start? 7?
7 when it flipped to the app. Yeah.
Okay. Or 6. So I hopped on and it was like I was like, watch now. So I'm like, watch now, and it hits me with I'm watching Big E and Cormier talk about Oba. So I'm just sitting there like, okay.
Started at the beginning at a pre-show.
Not even the beginning. It was like it took me back an hour or half an hour.
Oh.
So I hit watch now. So I'm sitting there. I'm just finishing my food, eating, and in the corner says 25 minutes till start, and I'm looking like, hold on, 25 minutes. The time doesn't seem right because it was like 6:15 or 6:10.
You missed all of Oba and Brock.
I missed the entrance.
Oh, okay.
So I'm fast forwarding through, and the app crashes on me. I got to get back out, get to there. I'm trying to should I rewind back to the beginning and start through, or do I want to catch it live? And it's like all that just that was my low. And then match wise, I kind of tapped out on Sammy and Trick just because it was a Sami Zayn match. But it delivered though. But I was just like not fully enthralled. My highs would be the ladder match.
Sammy's the type where the short timing doesn't. He's not that type of wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
Like Sammy matches need a little bit longer time. Like you need like 2 segments if you're doing a TV match with Sammy, right? Like that 4 to 6 minute match from Sami Zayn doesn't give you what Sami Zayn can really give you as a performer. He's not that style of wrestler, in my opinion. Not saying that he hasn't had those type of matches, but you go back and look at some of the best Sami Zayn TV matches, and they're multiple segment matches. So putting him in that spot, added in the stuff with Little Yachty and the outside interference and whatnot, like it just, I was disappointed with the booking of it, not necessarily the outcome, because we all had Trick winning.
Yeah.
I thought those two could have put on a better performance. We've seen Sammy have better matches on SmackDown recently than what that was on Mania last night. So, the theme of the weekend was hamstrung as far as people being on a time crunch. And what can you do with 6 to 8 minutes? We saw this going back to when the Usos faced each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we were so ready for that match, and then they got 8 minutes, 9 minutes, and it fell flat and didn't come off like it should have for those two having their first ever singles match at Mania, or first ever singles match, I think at the time, right? Like
definitely killed the vibe.
Yeah, definitely would change that around from the weekend overall.
And
Donald, your highs and lows. Oh, go ahead, Jay.
You didn't need that Danhausen segment. He could have came out with a t-shirt cannon. So you took time away from wrestlers for that.
See, I saw a lot of that same gripe, but for me, that was I was as entertained as entertained was. And Michael Cole, don't cancel me. Don't come after us on social media. This is what they told me to call them. I'm calling them by what they asked for. Like, And when John Cena says he's not doing any physicality, he is not doing any physicality. My man sat back in the corner. He's not doing nothing.
The only thing I caught him yesterday compared to Saturday was whenever he was walking to the ramp at the beginning, he was you could tell that he was trying to run a little bit. Like he was running the ramp more than what he did on Saturday, but that was it.
Yeah, he put out a tweet thanking everybody. And thanks for the housing. You know how he always says thanks for the house. Said thanks for the housing. So him and Danhausen are best friends now, which is just hilarious. So yeah. Donald, your highs and lows?
My low, I have two lows. My one is during the ladder match. Why you have Penta, Dragon Lee, and Ray all in red? I mean, by the time they were like moving around and everything like that, I'm like, the luchadors all in red. I mean, yes, I know Penta was doing the Mortal Kombat thing and Ray was doing the Spider-Man thing, but come on, like
I thought Ray was doing Deadpool.
Was it Deadpool?
He was doing.
It looked like Deadpool whenever he jumped out and landed. Like I got Deadpool vibes off of Ray. Dragon Lee's always in red. I swear he's always in red. And I could be wrong, but I swear he's always in red. So
and then Finn as the demon, that entrance fell flat to me. He picked up a stick, like a head stick, like a voodoo stick. Like, we're not in New Orleans. Like, that doesn't make sense with Voodoo, yes, Voodoo and Demon, but you're in Vegas. You're not in New Orleans. The hell are you picking up a stick for? I mean, one of those head sticks. So
that was my low for the weekend, was the announcement of the Demon, because I thought that entrance would have been so much more insane than what it was. See, I love that entrance. I thought that was the entrance of the weekend. Dom was a close second. Both of them faced each other by chance. Him coming out with all the luchadors and them having, all the different tributes to the luchadors, and including actual luchadors in the people that walked them down. So I thought both of those were fantastic in that regards. The confetti dropping on Finn and everything else, like it was an entrance fitting of the Demon, but I thought it would have came across so much better if you didn't announce it. Like the smoke and that when you first hear that heartbeat, and if they would have zoomed in first on the heart and showed it flickering to line up with the beats, and then have him crawl out like he does, yeah, that would have.
I thought we were getting the Thunderdome heartbeat. I was gonna get that when he's laying on the mat. So.
And then my high was watching my dad with Oba and Brock was just a sight to see. I mean, I was texting in the group chat with you guys. I mean, the man just looks at everything as real. He was like, look at Brock come out. No legs at all and that stuff. Oba got them thick ass thighs and everything. And we're supposed to believe this man? He has no leg definition whatsoever. So everything was just based on that. He was like, whenever they was locking up, man, Oba should be throwing him out the ring. Brock has no legs. And then it was like, and then the 5 minutes was over with? That's all the fuck we get? That's it? Like, that's all we get? He was like, man, turn this bullshit off and put the NBA back on. I mean, I was sitting there dying the whole time.
Did he strut with Oba?
He did not strut. No, he didn't strut. No. But that had to have been the high for me. It was just like watching a realist watch wrestling. Don't suspend no belief at all in anything, and just sitting there as a kid dying.
Yeah, my high for the weekend was Punk and Roman. They told a beautiful, for lack of a better word, pro wrestling story in that match. I loved everything about it. And I saw people griping about Roman. How's Roman not DQ'd? Because
I saw that everywhere.
He hit the man with steps right in front of the referee. Should have been DQ'd. I get it.
We've seen it a million times, though.
But yeah, I mean, come on. AEW does it all the time, and they don't get disqualified. So now you want WWE to uphold the rules exactly by the rule book there.
Somebody get thrown over top rope's going to be DQ now too.
Yeah,
back in the 80s.
It's the old NWA rules.
Yep.
But it came off. As much as I hated the "you're old" tagline, right? And that being the shot to get Punk to punch Roman in the face to kick off his build and run to WrestleMania. And Roman is not that much younger than Punk, but it was an instance where the old dog ran out of gas and ran out of steam, and just absolutely his body gave out on him, and the younger guy had more steam to come across the finish line. I don't know where Punk goes from here. It's interesting. I saw some people like, oh, he deserves a well-deserved time off. I'm like, my man was WWE champion, defended the belt 3 times. What are we talking about time off for?
Load management.
Yeah. What is he? CM Kawhi Leonard? Like, what is he? What is he out here? What'd you say, Chris?
At least he showed up to Raw every week.
What a champ's supposed to do.
Hey, Roman said he's back full time.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, the key word in Romans, and I watched the post show.
Yeah.
And we'll get on that as far as what we may see tonight. But Roman said he's here all summer. He ain't say spring and summer. He said the summer. So you may have a little 6 to 8 week gap here after tonight where Roman's not around, and then he comes back and runs June, July through SummerSlam. In that
Cody got backlash.
Yeah, I have no issues with who won and who went over last night. I didn't like, again, while they kind of made up for how they made Io look during this build to Rhea and Jade, Io being the one to save Rhea and help her out. I didn't need it for them to.
That took away from the match for me. B-Fab and Meech and Io. That just took away from the match.
Yeah, we definitely transitioned. MVP of the weekend was George Kittle. George Kittle, I think you need to rephrase that to George Kittle's liver, because every time my man was on screen, he pounded a whole beer.
You better just tell that bum to be ready for the season.
That's it.
Always hurt. That's Joel Embiid right now.
So I mean, I have no problems with who went over. Again, night 2 for me, it felt truly like WrestleMania.
It did.
WWE has done this the past couple of years. They proved to us after the 2 nights why it should still be one night.
There you go.
Well, that was the fan cry that I saw a lot today. It wasn't people complaining about ads today. It was people complaining that it's 2 nights and we need to go back to one night of Mania.
It does.
And I'm really wondering if they do it next year in Saudi or not, because they haven't released the dates yet. So it makes me wonder: will we get the 2 nights in Saudi, or will it just be one night?
DJ. Night 2 pulled him back with CPR, so he doesn't go out of commission there. Yeah, that will be interesting, Chris, whether or not they do 2 nights in Saudi. But here's the thing: even if you go back to night 1, right? If you go back to one night and you keep around the 4-hour time limit, which both nights did. What are you going to fit 10 to 12 matches in 4 hours? So the match times are still going to be shorter, just like they were.
That's it.
You're going to have just as many ads.
Shorten that ramp.
Yeah, that too.
Well, it's kind of hard to shorten a ramp inside a football stadium. Like you can't
bring the WrestleMania 3 carts back.
They're not building this one over in Riyadh. They're not building it up from scratch.
Oh yeah, they will. They'll throw it up 2 weeks before, like they did the Rumble set. We'll see those pictures.
Again,
no music video entrance before you come out.
Yeah. So what I got
if they have it over there still. I still don't believe they're going to have it over there because of everything that's going on.
I got 2 topics of notes that came out of last night. One was the post show with Oba and Roman, and then the other were comments that were allegedly put out today. Don't know if they happened today or not. So which door would you guys like to open first? Door 1 or door 2?
Forbidden Door.
Well, that prediction show will be in a couple weeks.
Let's do the Oba Roman.
All right, so
that's my SummerSlam match.
Well, and that's
I thought that was Dom.
Huh? No, I said Dom was going to beat. No, Dom was going to beat whoever at Survivor Series.
You're already changing your booking.
Dom wins the Rumble next year now.
There's still another world title out there.
I mean, DJ, you had 2 nights in the ladder match, only went 15 minutes, so it's not like they gave him a whole lot more time. Taco, I cannot put that up. That's a hilarious quote. I would love to throw that up on the screen. That's part of like a Chappelle skit right there. All right, Oba and Brock. So Oba came out on the post show, was interviewed, talking this and that, and he said Roman can get this work. Roman comes out. He's the last one before they wrap up the post show, and he's talking through, and the crowd starts chanting, "Oba, Oba." and he kind of pauses and looks at Graves and kind of looks over his shoulder and keeps going with his next point. And then they switch it up to Oba's gonna kill you. Oba's gonna kill you. Roman's like, oh, looks deadpan, dead center in the camera. Like he went into instant work mode. Oba, you gonna kill me? You did a nice little thing tonight. I've been there, done that multiple times. I've conquered him multiple times with the belt, without the belt. You know, you did a cool thing tonight. Let's see how your summer goes, and then come see me. See if you can really, do what you do. So I don't know if that was an intentional, hey, we're gonna put Oba out here, we're gonna put Roman out here, or if that was just something organic and both of them went into work mode. Because Oba calling out Roman wasn't even like part of the question that was asked.
I wasn't even expecting it.
It wasn't a leading question to get him to challenging Roman or calling Roman out. And Roman, you talk about pros in professional wrestling. The way he worked that crowd in that post show and he immediately went into just teasing it enough to get people to want to say, yep, SummerSlam, book it, Oba, Roman, right now. From those two last night, I want to see an interaction on Raw tonight. So to that, I kick the floor open to you guys. What would you do with Oba and Roman at the Raw After Mania, given what was said last night on the post show?
It'd be a good moment, but don't do it.
Yeah, it wouldn't. Because then you have a long ass build to SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Well, from what people say and social media, they said that Gunther's going to be Roman's first task coming up. So I'll give you the face to face with Oba and Roman tonight, but somehow throw Gunther in it, just to put the wall in between them, like shut it down. You're like, for now, this is what you get. Think about it. It's back there. It's there, but not right now.
Plus, like Dawn said, didn't happen on TV.
It did.
A lot of people tuned out.
Technically, it did happen on TV.
It did.
Technically, it did happen on TV.
Yeah.
But
I still got to go back and watch the main event in the post show because I clicked it to watch other stuff. More important things were on.
Well, then you also had Roman in the post show saying that he's the guy. And my favorite part of the fans chanting "fuck TKO." And Roman was like, "What are they chanting?"
Yeah. I did. Again, you want to talk about just the beauty of Roman Reigns, and this is where Chris is going to disagree. Big E asked Roman, on the Mount Rushmores of greatest wrestlers of all time. You've main evented WrestleMania 11 times. I think he's a seven-time champion now or 8-time champion now. Would he consider himself to be on that Mount Rushmore as one of the goats of pro wrestling? And Roman, initially, he was just like, I'm still here. Like, it is what it is. I'm not going to do that. I will humble myself enough not to put me out there. But if somebody wants to test me and bring it out of me, then yeah. And that led into the Oba stuff to where Roman circled back to it, and he ended the response back to Oba. He ended with, "I'm the greatest of all time." And I was like, this man's a masterful worker. Like, just pro wrestling at its finest. Like, that's the shit that I like in my pro wrestling, and seeing somebody truly just be in a masterclass in the zone doing what he's doing. Don't get much better than that. So
I read the first line of DJ's comment. I thought it was Ty talking, not DJ.
I saw some people say and we talked about this yesterday on the prediction show, right? Where we said, strap 9,000 rockets to Oba and push him not to the moon, but to, universe 616 and everywhere else he could go in the Marvel timeline space. But there is a legitimate question to where if he beats Brock and Brock is retired, which, Donald, I'm going to put a pin in your comment and circle back to that too. If he beats Brock at WrestleMania, Brock retires, and then he conquers and beats Roman at SummerSlam, who's left? What do you do with Oba at that point? It almost goes back to the Fiend booking, right? Like when the Fiend came, it was just you put the belt on him, and now it's like, well, how do you beat that guy?
That's why
when you do beat him, do you just absolutely kill the character? Which in that instance, it definitely didn't help Bray Wyatt at all. But there's not, for as good as the roster is, it's not like when Brock came up and Brock won the title and had people that he could go through that legitimized him even more. You're taking out Brock and Roman. Who else is there that you can run through to make him legitimate?
Oh, you got one person. You got Cody, Cena, Hogan, Rhodes. Plot armor.
They're on different brands.
Now,
come on now. Yeah, now.
But I mean, you have Seth, you have Gunther, and then what? And then who?
This is when you have to start working on Braun, and not the Vision. Braun himself, and let these two guys go parallel all the way up.
Yeah.
I mean, that would send the internet, the IWC, into a frenzy because I saw a lot of hate for Braun Breaker this weekend.
I mean, you can't have a man running down a ramp and off an incline to a flat plane.
No, just saying that he's a one-trick pony. All he has is a spear.
No.
I'm like, did you guys not watch Braun Breaker in NXT? Like,
no, they didn't.
I just don't. As much as I want to push Oba, I do want it to be thought out enough to where, because if you put the belt on him at SummerSlam, he's what, the fastest ever on the main roster to win a title at 8 months. You could go back. I know Angle won it in his first year, and Brock won it in his first year, but I don't think they did it in the first 8 months of their main roster run.
Yeah,
they did.
Well, Kurt debuted in November, and he won it, I think, the following fall. Brock debuted the night after Mania and won at SummerSlam.
When is King of the Ring?
It was in June then.
Oh, they have
now I don't know where they'll do it.
I don't want to see Oba as King of the Ring either.
No, it's not needed.
I mean, and to me, putting Oba as an IC champ and just have him decimating mid-card doesn't do anything either.
No.
Like,
he's above that now after being Brock.
And that's what I mean. Like, I don't think you can wait until Mania next year to put it on him. That's too long for me. But I don't know when that spot is. Roman doesn't seem like he's going to carry it for a year, although, he says he's going to be back to full time. Tune in to Netflix tonight at 8:00. What'd you say, Chris?
Both Mars and Ty said that Sheamus are in that category, and I don't remember Sheamus getting the belt that quick.
Unify the belt. It's already undisputed title.
I mean, this is very interesting to see where this goes, right? There's a lot to consider, which then leads me to topic number 2, which ties into what we just went through. So news broke this afternoon, that TKO president Mark Shapiro, while giving a speech or a talk at the University of Alabama, said that TKO has complete control over WWE's creative decisions. And they are the ones pulling the strings on creative.
They going with their gut too?
Now, me first seeing this, my antennas went up and I went, oh, night one is TKO WrestleMania show. Hunter said, yeah, sure. Do your thing. Whatever you guys want. Here's your night one. Night two is actually WWE creative showing. No, this is actually how you put on a WrestleMania card. Now, I don't know if that's to be true. That's me putting the tinfoil hat on. But when you look at how the nights played, when you look at how the nights played out, it's like, yo, there's no way that's the same company booking the same PLE 2 nights in a row.
So all that means to me is that the number one shareholder still runs things.
So what is
who's that, Chris?
What do they mean by control? Is this the final say?
Yeah, they're
the final say.
It's the final say. Because I know they're not writing it, so they're just taking credit for somebody shit and putting their stamp on it.
So they make up the matches for UFC too?
Probably.
I mean, if you look at that White House card in June, I would say
somebody else got control of that.
Another number takes care of that.
Somebody else got control of that
up there.
This is just very, like, the timing of this. One is kind of crazy, right? Like,
yeah.
And, you know, since TKO took over, I don't think I've seen one quote from Mark Shapiro. And now all of a sudden, after WrestleMania, you come out and say, nah, we got creative control over everything.
Was this after night two?
Yes. It was today. It was today.
Today?
Mm-hmm.
Especially like this time of year is usually whenever he talks about stuff.
Like they had the crypto dude out there doing commentary last night.
Well, apparently I saw they made changes morning of night one. Randy was going over until Saturday morning, and they changed it, which absolutely makes sense given how that main event played out with the ending and everything that went down.
You'll find out next season of Unreal.
Yeah.
Let's stretch this out another week.
It seemed like there was a lot of stuff filmed for Unreal, just for Unreal. But it's a real show.
I think given everything that went on the 2 nights, the drastic difference in presentations, these comments today, like, they have to hit a home run tonight with this Raw After Mania. And I don't know how you hit a home run when you don't have the debuting star coming back that was somewhere else, or person injured coming back that people forgot about. That comes, like, I don't think debuting Sol Ruka and Ethan Page is going to be just this astronomical shift as far as Raw After Mania goes. And they condition the audience to think that that's the only thing that matters on a Raw After Mania to make it special. So they hurt themselves. Would you say, Chris?
I said, who did that?
WWE.
Yeah, but who was in charge when they did that? It's like things have changed somewhat.
But you built the expectations up based on what you delivered. Because Raw After Mania was never really truly a thing until what? How many years ago?
Was it Enzo?
Enzo
around like when Brock debuted in 2002. Whenever that started becoming a thing.
No, I don't think it don't go back 20 years. I don't remember Raw After Mania being that big of a deal until like 2015, 2014.
That's when they started putting their stamp on it. Like when they were saying you have to tune into the Raw After Mania because you never know what's going to happen.
Or when the company itself started saying that.
Yeah.
When they started getting hijacked by the fans,
But that just goes to prove my point even more is that they may have done that at the Raw After Mania, but it wasn't touted as that. You've conditioned your audience for 10 years that they have to tune into this show. The last couple Raw After Manias, probably since TKO took over, they haven't delivered because you don't have what you had. Like that was just stars aligned for how many of those years where you had, Bobby Lashley coming back. You had the call-ups from NXT. Like there was a lot of things that went into that. You can't do that every single year. It's just not a sustainable business model, and they've been absolutely trash because the expectations have been so high given what they've done and how they built this night up.
I think you have it this year to do it, but between Raw and SmackDown this week or in the coming weeks, because you have some of those NXT talents that are kind of in limbo at the moment that you're expecting to get called up.
You just put Joe Hendry on SmackDown for the Battle Royal for no reason.
Yeah, like if you would have got the Joe Hendry music hitting tonight, it'd be okay.
Yeah.
It's
cool, but I just seen him in the Andre on 72 hours ago. Like
we wasted a big surprise on you.
Yeah, if you would have held Paige off until tonight without announcing everything, in the previous week, that would have been something big.
There's some there. Did you see the clips from Asuka and Kyrie being interviewed?
No,
I did not see that.
They said in an interview that they were told they would be the replacements for Nikki and Brie if Nikki wasn't cleared.
So that's why they didn't. That's why Asuka and Io didn't get matched
They were
up.
told, they were told they would be the replacements, and then they signed Paige Friday, and she's in the match Saturday. The Bellas were going to win it all along. Like that booking didn't change.
Resume check.
So it's just I need something from somebody tonight that I'm not expecting, and maybe maybe that's Bailey coming out and cutting a freaking pipe bomb of a promo on her own. No, I'm not expecting Hogan to resurrect from the dead.
The Coachella hologram, brother.
But
Steve, I'm with you because, like you said, they conditioned us so much. Not me, but they conditioned us so much that somebody have to be returning.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, like, I'm not surprised about wrestling stuff at all, unless it's like somebody huge coming. Like, if it's Rainmaker coming over tonight or Kenny Omega coming over tonight, just throw it out there. I'll be surprised. But if it's somebody like less than that, it's not a shocker to me.
There's nobody big name wise in NXT that they can call up that is going to fill that particular role.
No, but they're already up.
Because you pulled Javon, you pulled Trick, you pulled Oba.
And apparently Joe.
Maybe. Yeah. But like I need, and it doesn't have to be somebody from NXT debuting. Give me something from somebody that's on your roster. Like I said, maybe it's Bailey that goes out there and cuts a promo about, Paige and the Bellas getting title shots and this and that. And I've been here and I've been to work.
The horsewomen.
Yeah. Like, yeah, give me something like that. Like, give me something that I can sink my teeth into. Don't just roll out one or two NXT call-ups and start building your card to Backlash.
Yeah.
And then
this I don't need. I don't necessarily need a rematch tonight.
Yeah, we need a.
Yeah, I haven't seen Adam. Hey, he posted on Instagram the workout with the Final Boss shirt on. So
get out of here.
Maybe we get that face to face with Roman, and that's your SummerSlam main event.
Make us save your UFL.
You'll get Cody here tonight. So I'm interested to see how that goes.
Cody look like Two-Face.
And I think that's the other thing that's hurt this Raw After Mania is that they've now split it up over Raw and SmackDown as well. Where before you got everything after, the Raw after, and then SmackDown was just SmackDown and it did its own thing. But now they've tried to split up the surprises and all that and debuts, but again, it takes steam away from the moments, and neither show turns out to be what they're doing. Have Dom break up Judgment Day. I don't know if Dom's breaking up Judgment Day.
I need some between Rhea.
Although what I did catch that was odd was I'm not sure if it was Kathy Kelly or I forget the other one off the top of my head. One of them were interviewing Dom, and they asked about they wanted comments on Rhea winning the women's championship tonight.
Kathy Kelly.
And Dom like paused and was like, why are you asking me that? Liv won the belt last night. She's the best women's wrestler out. And it's like, okay, are we stirring that pot back up again?
We gotta do that champion versus champion at some point.
Well, Night of Champions is coming up here soon, isn't it?
I don't. Backlash is next. That's all I know offhand.
Jackie Redmond, thank you. I don't know why I blanked on her name there. But yeah, I mean it. That's
if you got Dom and Liv, Raquel's still with Liv, Roxanne's still there. The only one maybe could go would be JD. And you just got Dom and the women.
I need some between Liv and Raquel.
Yeah, I'm fine with Judgment Day being run by the women.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Raquel has been on an absolute tear this past 6-8 months. It's the best she's looked on the main roster. We all know what Roxanne is. She's a superstar. It's only a matter of time. And her character development now is up there with her in-ring work. And all three play off of each other well. I thought that when Liv came back, they would do something with Liv and Roxanne and get Roxanne out, given what Roxanne was doing while Liv was out. But I like the flow of those three women together. And I think that they could absolutely just wreak havoc on the women's roster as that Judgment Day faction.
There's time for that at some point.
So as much as the money may be in Liv and Raquel, I wouldn't mind seeing Roxanne and Liv splinter off on that. And you get Roxanne challenging for the belt. So, I mean, multiple ways. I don't see Judgment Day breaking up. They got Finn out. I think that's all you're going to see for now in that regard. But all right, so maybe we'll see Oba and Roman tonight. Who knows? I didn't see anything from Adam Pearce. I don't even know if they've touted anything as being definitive on Raw tonight.
Good.
Yeah.
Keep off of social media.
Before we
at some point.
Before we get into the guessing game of who may show up tonight and who may not, one last thing I want to touch on here is the Brock retirement. Now, Triple H, I bookmarked the quote that Triple H had. It's way too long for me to read, so I might just repost it on social so you guys can get a feel for it. I'll summarize it as best as possible. But Triple H was asked about Brock retiring, and he said, look, Brock is not the guy that comes back through the curtain and you sit down and have conversation. He normally just goes onto his bus, chills, maybe grabs a drink or two with somebody, and that's it. So there's no conversations had tonight about was it an actual retirement. And he said, sometimes Brock's IQ isn't really looked upon as being one of the best in the business, but it is one of the best in the business in the history of the business. And he ran into a wall tonight that was Obafemi. And sometimes you just know when it's time to bow out. He got in there with Oba, went toe to toe. Oba took him out, and Brock, to his credit, could say, all right, young gun got it. My time's up. I'm done.
And if he did that, what's the better story? Him or Gunther retiring him?
Well, that's where I'm going with this based off of what everybody said on social media is that the favor now is going to be Gunther going to Paul to get Brock to come out of retirement to face him to put his career on the line and truly be the one to retire Brock at SummerSlam in Minneapolis, hometown, yada, 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 everything we mentioned yesterday. To me, the way it played out last night, I don't think that was part of the script. I truly think that was Brock doing what Brock did based off of who Brock is. I don't think you can rewrite that ending, though. Like, that's an ending of endings. We talk about wanting to give the proper send-offs all the time. That was a proper send-off if I've ever seen one, and it was completely unscripted on the fly in the moment. Hell, Brock even threw up the X.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, wait, is he like going to collapse? Like he himself, I was legitimately like worried for a second. I'm like, because Brock, he gets purple when he's gassed and out there. And I'm like, oh, he threw up the X. I'm like, what is happening right now? It's like, no, like, I'm going off script. I'm legitimately throwing my boots and my gloves in the ring and hugging it out with Heyman. I mean, have Brock Lesnar cry in the ring only to be goaded back in by Gunther. I don't really know if I can rock with that now.
No. It was great the way it was, and just let it play out. Let that be it.
Yeah.
I know I saw someone say on social media that, I think they said like Brock's never been in for the money. Like, no, Brock was only in it for the money. Brock was never in for the fame or anything, but Brock's only in it for the money. So it's like, could it happen? Sure, it's pro wrestling. But
yeah,
I think that's the best way for it to go out. Just let it be.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar is like the Kirk Cousins of the NFL. He's always had a guaranteed contract, and it's always been for the most money.
Mm-hmm.
The only difference is that Brock deserves all that money, where Kirk Cousins, there's no way why Kirk Cousins should be making almost $500 million in his NFL career. So, me personally, I would just chalk that one up if I'm Triple H, and I wouldn't even attempt to go into that well. Yeah. Now we know we brought up Saudi and how they like their legends and this and that. Do we get Brock back for one more? Who knows? Can they get me hook, line, and sinker with some type of story to get me to believe Brock coming back to defend Heyman's honor or whatever for Gunther? Maybe, but like Gunther's not a Heyman guy, so it's not like Paul's going to turn on Brock at the end and latch on to Gunther because Gunther's the next big thing. Gunther's been on his own since he's been on the main roster, and he is a big thing. So that doesn't align up properly. Like, I don't know where you go with that.
The TKO will figure it out. They're the writers. They'll figure everything out.
There we go.
They'll figure it out.
That comment is going to have me watching with a completely different perspective for these next couple of weeks, just to see like, is that a Hunter thing? Is that a? We're over here blaming Bruce Pritchard this whole time, and it may have been Shapiro and Ari up in TKO Towers there at the penthouse of the Palms in Las Vegas, saying, "No, brother, that finish don't work
for me." Bruce is still a TKO puppet. So.
They got that inspirational background. Needs a little more hot sauce.
They was watching the Hogan doc early, like, oh, so this is creative control.
That's a thing. So I did go on social media. There is one match announced for Raw tonight.
Of course it is.
And it's Finn versus JD.
They just nothing is secret anymore. Just everything has to be out there.
I mean, it's only one match, so all right, you still have the cloak and dagger up for Raw After Mania. I actually think Finn and JD is going to slap. Give them 3 segments.
Surprised it ain't the Demon,
I did like. Did you notice the art on his back?
Yeah,
it was a demon eating Dominic Mysterio. All right, prediction time. What do you guys got for tonight? Is a surprise, a debut, a return, a turn, a swerve, anything that gets us talking or hosting an emergency podcast tomorrow because of something that happened tonight? I'll go around the horn here. Chris, what are your shot in the dark predictions here for Raw After Mania.
I'm still debating if I'm going to tune in for it. So, so if I do, which I don't know if I might miss the beginning of it. If I do, just entertain me. I'm not even going to do any predictions. Just entertain me if I do tune in.
Oh, well, that's a way to take a cop-out answer on a podcast. Good job.
No, because they don't entertain me. So that's my prediction. Entertain me.
You weren't entertained at all by last night?
Oh, like I said, the first hour was great. After that, it started to die out.
Jay, what you got?
I don't think nothing can surprise me, so I'm gonna just say the baby bump was fake. Bianca turns heel. I can't think of nothing else that'll surprise me.
Now, if that's not a Vince angle, I don't know what is. No, I doubt that to be the case.
I can't think of a call up or anything that'll surprise me. I mean, yeah, Brock retired me. That was retired. That was shock enough.
Yeah, I mean, I don't, outside of, Cody appearing tonight and having to relinquish the title due to a busted orbital bone that's going to put him out for 4 months. I don't know if I have any shock and awe outside of something like that happening. Like I said, would I be happy if there are certain NXT call-ups? If we get an Ethan Page, if we get a Sol Ruka. Joe Hendry was kind of already teased. I would have appreciated that one being stashed in the bag until, Raw or SmackDown. Ricky Saints, potentially. But again, if you call up Ethan, Joe, and Ricky, your male division's already depleted of talent down in NXT. So I don't see all three of them. I see maybe one at the most two.
Yeah.
And if I'm picking two, I'm probably going to go with Joe and Ethan.
Yeah, same.
Mm-hmm.
Donald, anything from you?
Maybe Braun turns on the Vision and Heyman goes with him. So they do their little thing.
What if you just keep the Vision as? Can you keep the Vision as just Logan Paul and Austin Theory, and that's their tag team name? And Braun and Heyman go off on their own. I mean, we're definitely getting Breaker and Seth. I see that face off happening.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't happening.
That ain't happening.
She just lost the Evolve Championship match.
She can't even get it back up on NXT.
Hello, welcome in.
Yeah, that's it. But no, nothing else is going to shock me again, unless Rainmaker's coming over tonight. Unless Kenny or the Young Bucks are coming over tonight, it's not going to happen for me.
There's nobody even there's nothing from a free agent wise standpoint either. Like
Jack Swagger.
Fresh off his power slap knockout.
I mean, he's in the TKO universe.
And y'all have to just be there too. Y'all be right there with him.
Maybe Sheamus comes back tonight. He's been off TV for a while.
How many times a man gonna debut?
Yeah.
I mean,
he's like Roman coming back.
Whatever you hear, bangers
Omega,
after bangers.
he's like Omega coming back. Omega's had how many returns this year alone?
I mean, it's time to sweep that man under the rug. You're done. Young stars. You're done.
Give me Finn and JD in a multi-segment match. Maybe a call-up or two. An open challenge for some title. Close the show with Oba's music hitting and Roman standing in the ring. Call it a day. Yeah, Squeeze. That was arguably match of the weekend with Sandman versus the Invisible Man and Joey Janela's Spring Break. I was highly entertained by Joey Janela's Spring Break. That was one of the better matchup cards that I watched over the weekend.
And I saw a couple highlights, but I didn't see anything else.
Hey, Squeeze. Lisa Ann will be at the Rhino during draft week. You in? You in,
He
bro?
got that short 3-hour drive. Yeah, good luck trying to get that. What night is she going to be there?
All week.
She's there all week?
All 3 days. Or
Now, is she just there or is she
probably
there?
just there. She probably just there.
Jason and I already did that bucket list.
I haven't checked that one off the list yet, so maybe I'll venture down there. Yeah, buddy. Go pawn a couple of these Citizens and Invicta watches I got upstairs in the case.
Can I get this all at once, please?
It's all one. You got to replace the battery in that one, so I'll take it for the ride. Oh man! All right, well, hey, it's been an amazing Pod-A-Mania 6. 3 shows in 3 days. You know how we do it. As always, you can find us live every single Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for your favorite Saturday brunch bunch. Hit us up on all social medias at DunmarksPod. Email the show, dunmarkspod@gmail.com. Head on over to dunmarkspod.com. Click all of our affiliate links. Support the show. Surfshark VPN. ProWrestlingTees.com/DunmarksPod. Pick up some merch. Live shout out to you when you do that on air. And if you complete a gimmick for a whole year like Taekwon did, we may even send you a shirt. Nobody said a damn thing since that freaking gimmick year went. Like, he hasn't been seen or heard since. Felt like he was only around so Taekwon could get his shirt. And Taekwon's lucky that shirt didn't have to come out now, because it got lost in the COVID shipping containers. It would have got lost in the Strait of Hamas. Squeeze, we love you too, buddy. We love you too. With that being said, hey, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. You know what we'll do next year. We'll be back for the same Pod-A-Mania 7 as always. But until next time, I'm a Mark. You're a Mark. Tell a Mark. Y'all can catch us around the way.